does a typical borrower profile look like in terms of time in business, credit quality, gross sales? What sort of a baseline that a small business would have to meet in order to qualify for a lot of the different lenders you work with?
Yeah, it makes sense, and I get it. So, I think we help business owners that have challenge credit and excellent credit and everything in the middle. So we work with everybody. We work with people just getting started, so 6 to 12 months in business, to companies that are in business for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, generational businesses. But really, like, what lenders are really looking for, most lenders really want to see 1 year time in business. We can help you if you've been less than a year. And most lenders really want to see now, like, that you're doing about $20,000 to $25,000 a month in gross sales. That's at like the bare minimum. Could you be doing 10 or 15,000 in sales? Can we help you? Yes, we can. We'll work, with you on that, and we'll help you make it happen. Lenders really love to see the longer your time in business. I mean, it's just logical, right? The longer the time in business, the more comfort any lender is going to have. They feel like there's some stability, there's some history. It doesn't mean, I've seen companies that have been in business for 10 years and companies in business for 2 years, and it looks like the 2-year company's doing a lot better than the 10-year company. So just because you've been in business for a long period of time isn't like instant approval, but longer, it gives them a little bit, hey, if you've made it 5-7 years, you feel a little bit more comfortable as a lender. But one year really minimum. What lenders really care about, we can help someone with a 500 credit score, which is, hey, we get that growing your business, there's sacrifices and challenges that happen. You sometimes sacrifice your personal credit. I get it. I respect it. I've sacrificed my own credit building my business, so I completely get it.
Absolutely.
And then we help via programs for people with 700 plus credit scores, right? I think the biggest, most important thing is lenders want to see consistency in your cash flow. That's really the biggest thing. And it doesn't mean that you have to be doing hundreds of thousands or $1 million a month in business, but when, and they like to see uptrends. Obviously, what just happened with COVID, there was a lot of downtrend, but now people are coming back up. So even if you're doing like $10,000 and $20,000 a month in sales, is it like 10, 11, 12? Or is it like 10, 8, 5? That's a problem if it's going down, right? But if you're like 10, 12, 15, 20, 50, like that uptrend is always really good. But what's really important is lenders like to see, because most deals, if you're not putting up real estate, which a lot of our programs, we don't utilize real estate at all. But if you're not putting up real estate, if it's not backed by a large piece of collateral or like an asset like a receivable, then it's all coming down to your cash flow. So not only do you like to see consistency in that cash flow, but they like to see that you're keeping some money in the bank. Whether it's $1,000 or $2,000, or the more the better, 5, 10, 20, 50,000. Obviously, like if you're looking for $500,000 and you have $1,000 in your bank account, that might be a little bit of a challenge. So the larger the transaction that you're looking to do, the more money we're going to want to see in your bank account, as like, and they, what lenders call it, and we call it an average daily balance. They don't like to see negatives because everything today, all payments are automated. So whether it's daily, whether it's weekly, whether it's biweekly or monthly, we have all those options. But, if you're having negative, days and you're going, you have NSF fees, right, and you're not holding a balance, then a lender's going to be like, well, how are we going to lend the money and collect money back? And we're going to do it through an auto debit, so money needs to be there. Now, like, we've also gotten transactions done where there have been negative days, and we understand that, things are moving quickly. If you're buying inventory, laying out money, putting money out for jobs, you might catch a negative day, 1 or 2 NSFs. We can work through that stuff, so I don't want to scare anybody. But if you're like, hey, I really want to look really good, consistency in cash flow. And then industry-wise, every lender has a different thing that they look at in industries. So some lenders love dentists and doctors and hate restaurants. Some purely focus on restaurants. Right. Some love construction. Like, we do a ton of construction. Contractors, all the trades, HVAC, electricians, roofing, paving, builders. Like, we finance all those guys. We love those businesses. But some lenders that are on our platform, they're like, we don't like contractors. It makes them nervous. So, it's super important that, like, and that's why, like, when you work with us in National, we can navigate through that. If you just shop online, like you don't really know. No one really talks about, hey, we're not going to approve you because of this. They're going to tell you about all the good stuff, you know?
Exactly.
So we navigate through that. So I think the biggest thing is consistency in cash flow, time in business, consistency in cash flow. Your industry matters, but that's going to be really hard to say what's good or what's not, because every lender is different. And then lenders do look at your personal FICO. So, you do want to always try and pay attention and keep your personal credit the best it can be. Not only for your business, but for anything that you're going to do in life. You rent a home today, you need good personal credit.
Right.